Right, in this video we're going to create a saved meal. Saved meals are a really great way to sort of shortcut the adding of groups of foods or meals that are often repeated. So you might have them 2, 4, 5 times a week, and rather than entering the foods for every single food, every single meal, you can create a saved meal, which actually then makes it a lot faster for logging those foods. So for breakfast, for example, every day I will personally have a type of porridge that's made up with, say, rice flakes, and I'll have a quarter of a cup. So you can see them there, and then I also add some cinnamon, usually about a teaspoon's about right, and then I also have dried fruit. So I usually measure out a mix of a quarter of a cup, and it's a mixture. For me, it's usually a mixture of blueberries, sour cherries, and cranberries, but we don't have that combination or those individual fruits. So dried fruit is fine for the purposes of this. So you'll see in the breakfast entries that all 3 foods are there, and there's a button down the bottom left where I can create a saved meal. So if I go in there and I create a saved meal and I call it a rice porridge with dried fruit and cinnamon, save that. So now I have this this saved meal created for it includes this combination of foods. I can add additional foods to that if I decide I want to add something else, like sort of sliced banana or something like that over and above it. I can also remove some of these elements. If I wanted to swap sliced banana in place of the dried fruit mixture, I can do that as well. I could just by tapping that, I can delete that food, and then I could swap in banana. So if I wanted to put 1 banana, now the banana is in there instead. And then if I wanted to record it into my food diary, I can save it. Now in this case, it's actually doubled up because those foods were already in there. So I can just go in and remove those. I could also say if I wanted to record it for yesterday, then I can do the same thing just by going into the food ad. And if I navigate across to saved meals, then you can see here the rice porridge with dried fruit and cinnamon is in there. So because I didn't edit the name of the saved meal, it still said that, but it's actually added the updated details. The other place that I can do this is in the within the meal planner, and I'll show that in just a moment.